Hey, this is Jo-Lyn Shane, and I am here today with a quick tutorial on how I get my curls for shoulder length hair. I use this T3 curling wand. It's the 1-inch barrel. It's a little pricey, but I tried others and they just didn't hold a curl in my hair, but this one works amazingly well. And it has adjustable heat, so you can make it cooler or hotter depending on your hair type, and I use it on number 3, which is right in the middle, so I don't fry my hair too badly. Other tools that I use, I love this Rusk wireless hairspray. It's kind of got a light hold. I use it throughout the process to keep the curl in and hold it, and then at the end I spray it on. It's kind of got it's a strong hold, but it still allows you to run your hands through it and it feels soft. Great product. I'll link to all these at the bottom. And then just 2 very basic, a comb and a little pinch clip to pin my hair up in sections so I can, just makes it easier. So that's about it for the preamble. I'm going to show you how to curl my hair, and then I will link all of the products that I use at the bottom, and you can check out more on my blog, JoLynShane.com. So first I start by pinning up about half my hair with a clip just like this. I have very thin hair, so I don't need a big clip. And then I'm going to curl the bottom section first. And the trick to using the curling wand is to always curl away from your face. So on this side I'm going to curl away, and then on this side curl away, and then in the back somehow it kind of meets up. So I like to use a comb and make sure that I brush out all the tangles. And start like this. And I hold it for maybe 5 seconds. And then you can see how it's kind of short. I hold it down and kind of tug on it for a sec to kind of lengthen it out so it doesn't curl up too short. My hairdresser taught me that trick. And then you just go to the next section. It did take me a while to do this without needing a glove, and I do still burn my finger every once in a while. Price we pay for beauty. And I just keep going around like that. Now, I'm actually going to do my hair in 3 sections. When my hairdresser does it, she does it in 2, but I find I like it better when I use smaller sections. So I try to hold it as close as I can to the iron without burning my finger. Give it a little tug, and as it cools, it kind of takes on the shape you want. Oops, switch hands. When I'm in the bathroom, I will turn around and use a mirror and look at the back and make sure I get all the pieces, but for the purpose of this, I'm just going to use the touch and feel method. And I do try to hold the iron as straight as I can. Straight up and down. When I'm done with a section, I always spray. In fact, I usually do this before I even start curling it. Just to give it some extra hold, because I've got very straight hair. Whew. You can see. Okay. So take that down, and then like I said, I like to do 3 sections, so then I pin up the top layer that I'll do last. Pretty, huh? And start around again. As you can see, it's easier when the pieces are longer, so the top layers are definitely easier. And I still like to kind of pull it down each one for a sec. So when I get to the top layer, I usually start in the back. And again, I will use a mirror and kind of make sure I catch it. But I try to get the top piece kind of in the center. And it doesn't really matter which direction this one goes. And again, I try to hold the curling iron up and down as much as I can, so it kind of gets the right shape. These pieces, it's kind of the most important to go ahead and make sure you comb it so there's no tangles. Otherwise it can look really ratty. And also this T3 wand has an adjustment, so I only use, the heat is about half power because my hair is thin and it just doesn't need really high heat, but you can ramp it up if you have thicker hair. In the front portion, the very front piece, I don't curl quite as tight and close to the head, you just kind of leave that a little looser. And I don't hold that one very long at all because it's very, very thin, my hair right there. And you just can kind of see if you miss a piece, you just go back and grab it. Like that. If you want tighter curls, you do smaller pieces, and if you want bigger waves, you do bigger pieces. I kind of like when mine are a little bit tighter. It's hard to see this little tiny mirror. And you just play with it and you kind of learn it just over time. The more you do it, the best way to position your hands and your hair to get the kind of curl that you want. I like these top pieces to be pretty tight, so I kind of try to get close to the head. And finally, this front piece again, I'm going to kind of comb it so it's exactly how I want it to lay. And then I'm not going to curl as close to the head on this one. And there's some straggler, so just grab them. Another one. So at this point, if I was in the bathroom, I would turn around with a mirror and make sure I got all the pieces in the back and that they're all kind of going the right direction. And then more hairspray. I feel like I'm back in the 80s with the hairspray. And your hair will really take shape as it cools. So I usually leave it, don't touch it for maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Sometimes I'll do this first and then do my makeup while it's cooling off. And then when I'm ready to go and it's all nice and cooled off, I would usually wait a little longer than this. But then I just kind of comb through, finger comb it. And you can play with it. Not too much, but my hairdresser kind of has a way of, piecing it out, but that's basically the idea. And then if there's anything that looks really weird or wonky, you could just take the curling iron and go back in and make it look the way you want it to. And I would probably even give it another full spray. And that's it. It takes about 15 minutes total for my hair, which is, again, very thin. So it'll take longer if you have thicker hair. So I hope that's helpful.